Greetings and welcome to the other 167. Today I'd like to focus on the theme from Persecutor to Proclaimer, the unseen turning points. The book of Acts is not just a historical account, it's a journal of transformation encapsulating the essence of human redemption. In microseconds of divine intervention, even the most fervent opposition to the Christian faith was turned inside out with the conversion of Saul turned Paul the Apostle. His story serves not just as a testament to a changed life, but also aligns with the foundational beliefs of the Christian church. We embark on this journey to explore this remarkable narrative, understanding its theological depths and deriving personal inspiration from Saul's radical transformation. Let me focus on three sub-themes. First sub-theme, persecution to purpose. And we reference that from Acts chapter 9 verses 1 to 19. Saul of Tarsus was known for his relentless crusade against nascent church, ravenous as a wolf seeking its prey. He went about destroying the church. But his journey to Damascus became the unexpected turning point in his life. As scripture recounts, a light from heaven changed not just his direction, but his soul's very essence. Consider Sarah, a young journalist from the bustling streets of Jakarta, whose early life was shaped by adversity. She was inadvertently raised in a community that viewed her passion for truth and transparency with suspicion. Sarah's insistence on uncovering corruption led to intense persecution, social ostracism, threats, and even an unwarranted arrest. Yet, through the crucible of her trials emerged a crystalline purpose. She became a beacon of integrity and a voice for the oppressed. In the spirit of St. Paul, Sarah's persecution galvanized a more profound sense of purpose. Her adversities were not stumbling blocks, but stepping stones that elevated her to a plane where she found her calling, fighting for the truth. Every article she penned, every story she espoused, added to the collective consciousness that sought to eradicate corruption. She had transformed from being a victim of persecution into an architect of transparency for her nation. St. Paul's transition from a persecutor to a powerful proclaimer resonates here. His drastic change was not a mere shift in beliefs, but an about-face in identity, driven by profound spiritual enlightenment. For Paul, the road to Damascus was not just a physical journey, but a metaphorical passage from darkness to light, from aimless zeal to purpose-driven mission. In our own lives, moments of persecution, if viewed through the lens of growth and resilience, can become powerful instruments of purpose. The essence of St. Paul's radical transformation teaches us that purpose is often born in the fires of adversity. It is not the absence of struggle that shapes us, but our response to it. Let us then embrace our own challenges with the tenacity of Sarah and the revolutionary spirit of St. Paul. Let us transform our personal persecutions into a purpose that transcends our individual experiences, creating a legacy that echoes through the lives that we touch. Second sub-theme, conversion and community. And we read that in Acts chapter 9, verses 20 to 31. Immediately after his transformative encounter, now Paul, did not become a recluse to ponder his revelations. He became part of a community, the very one he used to persecute. His integration into the church in Damascus is a crystal clear indication of exemplifying the faith system of the apostolic church. Through fellowship, Paul's gifts were honed and his faith unshakable. Consider Leila, a brilliant but solitary environmental advocate in Vancouver. When she experienced her environmental conversion, the gravity of climate change struck her personally. Leila, however, realized that individual awareness wasn't enough. Like Paul, she found strength in numbers by joining a community of activists, and together they multiplied their impact, creating wider awareness and significant policy changes. Her story aligns with the message of Acts: transformation leads to communion and community action. Like Saul's induction into Christian fellowship, we too are called to merge our individual spiritual awakenings with a collective strength of community. It is in the togetherness of worship, service, and fellowship that our solitary notes form a harmonious symphony of faith. Are we ready to share our journey with others and in turn be influenced and grow in the shared wisdom and support of the church? If not, perhaps today is the day to think about transforming your environment such that it aligns to the wider and the larger purpose of Christ. The third sub-theme is suffering and solidarity. In Acts chapter 5, verses 41 and 42, the early Christians, exemplified by the apostles, rejoiced in suffering for Christ's name, viewing it as an honor rather than a misfortune. It was through their trials and steadfastness that the church gained strength and grew exponentially. The fellowship of the believers was not only in faith but also in suffering, which forged an indomitable solidarity that no external force could dismantle. Consider Sarah, a teacher in a small community in the Philippines, who after embracing her faith faced ridicule and isolation from her peers. Yet she saw her trials as a means to empathize with her students who faced their own kinds of exclusion. Her resilience became a beacon for her community, inspiring her students and colleagues to seek the sense of purpose and togetherness she exemplified. Sarah's endurance echoes the apostles' joy in adversity, galvanizing a collective resilience. Today, might we also view our challenges as opportunities to unite, to support one another, and to fortify our shared beliefs. Across the ages, from the apostles in Jerusalem to believers worldwide, our hardships can be a source of unity and growth. Are we prepared to walk this path of solidarity, bearing our tribulations not just with patience but with joy for the sake of our common creed? This is Pearl John signing off. The Other 167. Thank you for watching The Other 167. I look forward to seeing you next week as we continue this series on the Acts of the Apostles.